Yeah.
Now, you may outlive all of us sitting here right now, but you know, that's beside the point. How would you like to be remembered?
I'd like to be remembered as just an all-around guy. I would like to be thought of as an honest person and somebody who, well, I just don't know. I just like to think that I was all right.
Did you take after your dad or after your mom?
I guess after Dad. I can't say. I think Dad got a bad raw deal out of that whole mess.
He was always sympathetic to his dad.
He was good enough, and then he was treated like dirt, because I don't see how anyone could care anything about anybody, and just he gave her money, and I always thought maybe that some of it went in their sock or something, you know. Of course, I was a kid, and I couldn't figure out how in the world she's spending all that money.
Well, what do you think she spent $5,000 on?
Well, she rented a car and a driver to take her all over Colorado looking for that ranch. And she spent the railroad fare out there and back. And he gave her, I don't remember whether it was $2,000 or $4,000 when she moved those cattle to Lenapah.
How about you, Sue? How would you like to be remembered?
Uh,
I'm going to ask her this.
How would I like to be remembered? Well, I'd like to be remembered as a person who truly loves my Lord. That's in my family. And I hope that I've made a difference with my life, in my friends and my family, in my community. I get a little bit protective about my community. I don't like anyone to badmouth Mannford, because this has been my home for 43 years and I love it here. But if I'm remembered that way, I don't think I could ask for anything more.
That's
Any
great.
other questions, Elaine?
No, I don't have anything else. We do want to thank you for letting us come into your home, and we'll see that you get a copy of this.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
I'd like to say that this is September the 16th. We're concluding the interview about 10 minutes after 8. We're at the Alexander's home, which is 2 miles north of Mannford in extreme North Creek County. And Tommy, appreciate it.
well, thank you all for coming out and letting me tell my life's history.
It was fun.
But I have enjoyed it. There's a whole lot more that has gone on. I could sit here and talk to you for hours and tell you.
Okay, Glenn, you said this is what they call an addendum? Is that right?
Yes, that's what.
Okay, now Tommy, now go ahead.
Years ago, the lake has covered Well Branch up now. The railroad track runs right across where Well Branch was, and that was this creek that you can see on the right-hand side of the road as you're going towards Tulsa. Just there where North Salt Creek entrance is.
At that Pelican Point, Turner?
No.
Where?
You see that when you go by where you turn into North Salt Creek Park, yeah, okay. You go across where the rocks and water is up above the road there. There's a creek there, runs down there. Okay, that was Well Branch. And right where the railroad track is was the big falls. And up on in these rocks, that was solid rock where the falls was at. And there was what made them call Well Branch was there was a big hole just about the size of this table. And I don't know how deep it was. It was 20 feet or more deep. And there was names and pictures drawn all over all those big old rocks up there. We had some of the boys that worked there at the ranch, the names there. Tom Porter's was there. Ernest our age, or 20 our age. That's 20 instead of 22.
20.
Yeah, he explained that.
And there was lots and lots of people from Keystone come out there, and they'd go swimming there in this big hole of water where this falls was. And so they said the outlaws used to live in that, there was a big cave back in there. And they said that the Doolin gang used to live in there and did all this robbing of these liquor dealers and so on and so forth, and banks and everything else. But anyway, they said that there was an outlaw killed, and he and his horse was thrown down in that well. And of course, as years went by, well, that filled up. The last time I saw it, it was only about 10 foot deep.
The well is still there?
Yeah, but it's under that railroad.
Oh, it's under the railroad.
The railroad fill went right across, just ruined that history there.
You don't know who the outlaw was, supposedly, that
No,
was put down the
no.
well?
I didn't know. That's what I was told. Well, we used to go down there, and there's a big high bluff, and Ray Vedato and I was crazy enough to dive in that hole of water off of that bluff, and it was about 30 feet.
Ooh.
And you hit that, and I took cane fishing pole and tried to find the bottom in that thing. Go down just as far as I could go down, and with that cane fishing pole. I don't know how deep it was, but we tested it before we dove off in there. And
More later.
Yeah, more later. To be continued.
I'll not say any more.
Okay, you promise.
Now you can put stuff back on as soon as you're going to turn it off.